Hey YouTube, all things girly here, and today's video is going to be a story time, I guess. Okay, so remember in that other video how I was telling you about the nursing home, and I was like, I was a certified, nursing assistant too, so I know how, they're supposed to treat the residents and stuff like that. Okay. So this is the story of why I don't do that. Okay, so first of all, I went to Job Corps to do my training, and I did that. Blah 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 blah. Fast forward. When I got out of Job Corps, I had a family member that was very, very sick and in and out of the hospital for a long time, a very long time. So, one of the last times she was in the hospital, the nurse had said that they would let her go home if there was somebody to take care of her. Now, with the CNAs, like nowadays, they don't really change like the dressings and stuff like that because you have a wound care nurse that does that. But when you go through your training and you're reading the books, you do see, that stuff in there, like what you would need to do and all of that stuff. So I went to the hospital to see her, and the nurse wanted to show me how to change her dressings and stuff. And you guys, I have a weak stomach. Like, I can't look at nasty stuff at all. Like, I don't have the stomach for that. And yes, I know a lot of y'all are probably like, well, then why did you even think to do that? But I mean, when I did my training, even when I did my clinicals, like, none of the residents had anything nasty going on. Like, my clinicals was literally a breeze. Like, there was no bed sores, no nasty stuff whatsoever. So I guess I just wasn't really prepared for that part. So she had like wounds like all over the place. Like, I don't really want to get too much into detail because I don't want to. But it was too much for me. So I'm in there and I'm watching her, do the dressings and clean it and stuff. And all of a sudden I'm like getting extra hot and I'm getting nauseous, and I just needed to step out and get some air. So my mom and my little brother were outside the room waiting for me. And so then when I stepped outside, my mom was just looking at me like, what's going on? And I was like, I just need just some air. Like, it's really, really hot in there. And I told her that I was feeling nauseous, like I felt like I needed to throw up. So she was like, you think you need to go to the bathroom? And I said, yeah. So I didn't know where it was, so she was walking with me. She was ahead of me by a few steps. And so then I just remember like I'm walking, but like my steps are kind of like I'm kind of, what am I trying to say? I guess like tripping over my feet and stuff. And I just remember looking up to the light and my hand was on my face like that. Like, I was just like kind of dizzy and stuff. And I didn't know that I was about to pass out because I had never passed out before. So then we went to the bathroom and I'm standing over the toilet, but nothing's coming up. It's just that annoying nauseous feeling that you have, but you don't actually throw up. So then she stood me up and she was holding my shoulders and she was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was just like, my eyes still kind of just rolling around. And then she turned around real quick to get like a paper towel to wet it. And next thing you know, I was on the floor. I was on the floor, folded up in the bathroom, and like she says, I folded like a cheap deck of cards. Like, I don't know why. Every time she tell that story, she always says that, and I hate that she be laughing at me. But yeah, you guys, I went to see my aunt in the hospital to, see what I would be doing, and I passed out. Then I ended up going to the emergency room. So we both laid up in the hospital. How you go to visit somebody in the hospital and you end up in the hospital? That was crazy. That was crazy. And I was embarrassed because, I mean, I know it wasn't my fault because, like I said, I never had passed out before. So I didn't know that's what it was. But, yeah. And then, you know, once you go to the emergency room, oh my God, you're there forever. Like, they don't, I swear they don't be trying to let you leave the hospital. I swear they don't. So, you know, they wanted to make sure that I wasn't pregnant and all of that stuff, and that I didn't hit my head, and it was crazy. So crazy. But yeah, that is why I do not do anything like that. Like, I can't, you guys, let me tell you, I was on YouTube one day and I was watching a video of somebody giving birth. I can't even watch that stuff. Like, I was in my room just on the floor watching it on my computer, and I almost passed out then. Like, I cannot do that stuff. Just nasty. Like, and I don't even think it's so much that it's like blood and like guts and it's like gory and stuff. I think it has more to do with like the trauma of it. Like, you know, people are in pain, like you feeling bad. Like, I think that's what it is that gets to me. But yeah, I felt bad because I felt like I had let her down, because, you know, nobody likes being laid up in the hospital. Like, of course you would rather be at home where you're more comfortable and, you know, around the people that love you. So, you know, after that happened, she wasn't really able to leave the hospital at that time. So that sucked, but yeah. And so then, of course, my mom's like, well, at least you know that's not the job for you. Nah. But yeah, you guys, that is the story of why I don't do any kind of CNA stuff or just none of that stuff. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.